2 weeks out today, 2 weeks out from FitLog, and I do believe a lot of the top guys, I'll name Jay Cutler because I gotta get my facts right if I'm gonna meet him at FitLog. He loved the Stairmaster, probably still loves the Stairmaster, and it's what I believe also C-Bum preps on. So I'm insanely confident with the idea, with the fact that I decided to get a Stairmaster this year because that is how I've been my most shredded, Stairmaster. And yeah, so shout out Jay Cutler, shout out C-Bum, shout out FitLog. It's gonna be a great event. And yeah, hope to put on a good show. The goal every morning is to do 500 calories on the Stairmaster, or roughly 5,000 steps. And of course, push heart rate up to make sure we are keeping a heightened level of blood flow, respiration for that extra edge on fat loss. Because it's only now when we're fine tuning that all these elements of controlling blood sugar, such as nutrient timing, such as, you know, additional fat burners, the stuff people usually gravitate toward before needing to fine tune all elements of exercise, food, water intake, recovery. Unless you're already maxed out, every little percent of improvement will matter at that point. And then the more you have to fine tune, the more these additional elements such as fasting can really play a role. Every little nutrient you add can give you that extra 1%. But before you're in that state, no need to overcomplicate things, just do better than you're currently doing. On cardio, I feel like my brain is the most creative. I have thousands of ideas at once, and I try to get them all down. And then if I'm lucky, I get to apply some of them by the end of the day. But busy lifestyle, prepping, training clients, keeping up business, making sure my wife is happy, she makes sure I'm happy. We cook together, clean together, train together, prep together. I started training in 2006 when I was 16, probably a bit before that. Hired my first coach when I was about 20 years old. In 2010, I just turned 35.
Damn! I'm sorry.
And I have entered the Masters age class as for bodybuilding competition. So this year I will be competing in the open class, where it'll be by weight and height, depending on the category, as well as the 35 and plus Masters category. And so this is a new excitement for me, and it was part of my big why compete this year, since every year we age, we question why compete if we're not trying to be Mr. or Mrs. Olympia. There's always a million reasons to try to fulfill a bodybuilding prep, whether it's to motivate our clients, whether it's to, you know, update our photo shoots, just see our bodies in a different phase of life, and just see what that impact is. And I feel healthier than ever, stronger than ever at 35 years old, with the strongest partner I could ever ask for, with the smartest woman I could ever ask to be around me. And we'll talk a lot about the dynamic of prepping together and being all in together on everything we do. Our current diet setup is carb cycling, whereby we're doing at least 3 low days of carbs, 3 low carb days, which is pretty much no carbs, no conscious carbs, trace carbs from veggies, that's it. And now today is our high carb day. So as usual, I start the day with cardio. And today we get to feast on some carbs, which is both a blessing and a curse, because you're almost scared to finish your last bite of carbs for the day, because you will not have as much abundance of nutrients for the next few days, but the goal is to kind of load up and provide energy to the muscles for the next few days of work. Also observe how those carbs, how the water, how the sodium all comes together in the training and makes your muscles pop or not. So we're really looking under the microscope 2 weeks out here. And I'm shout outs to my one of my coaches, Tommy. I'm wearing his sweater right now. I am the type of person who likes to investigate different schools of thought, different realms of education. Bodybuilding is a fine line between science and bro science, meaning the textbook helps a lot. I find the ground experience in bodybuilding is sometimes more valuable than the science, the nitty-gritty cellular level, the details at the cellular level. It's more complex than most people need to know just to achieve a basic fitness goal. But like I said, most things in life are a combination of education and practical experience. And in my experience in the fitness and health industries, since they're not the same, health and fitness, bodybuilding, it's all got its own definition. Basically, in my experience, the ground experience is more valuable than just a textbook for a lot of people. But do not ignore the textbook. The science exists for a reason. So shout out to Tommy. I'm wearing his sweater during my cardio. And shout out to all the coaches who have helped me in the last 2 decades, let's say. Everyone has left an impact on me in some way, whether it's teaching me concepts of strength, diet, supplementation, anything. I take the information and I apply it. I don't just leave advantage into thin air. It's just a glimpse of our little mini home setup designed for prep and easy access. It's obviously everyone's dream to have a gym at their place. This was partially as a result of COVID, which set us in a place where we had to make sure we would be able to work even if we didn't have a space. So this is already a few-year-old space and it's coming in handy for prep. Obviously, gyms have opened since we set this up in, I think, January 2022 would make sense. Yeah. Christmas 2021 was canceled and we set ourselves up in January 2022. And shortly thereafter, the gyms opened again. So we haven't used this quite as much as we had hoped because we prefer to be in a big open gym. But during prep, when we like to isolate, having your own cardio machine access and training tools, if ever it's not convenient to train at a gym, is very useful. I'm finishing up the last 30 calories or 7-ish minutes, depending how quickly I go, of my cardio. But also the show starts to begin with posing. Irina's here filming her check-in for Coach, who this time is a combination of myself and her, drawing from all past knowledge of everything we've learned about our bodies through our experiences, through working with coaches. That's it. Love, have you achieved all your fitness goals if you see your glute striations like that? Wow. That's crazy. That's insane. So I just hit 500 calories and I'm at 57 minutes. So the prep mindset is basically, let me finish that 60 minutes. Let me finish that 5,000 steps. You got yourself this far. What's an extra little inch, you know? And that's the mindset you get in when you build momentum and you start building a routine in order to get results. It's really not rocket science. Most people who have graduated from high school have technically done something harder than achieving their fitness goal, depending if you're trying to be an Olympic competitor or just lose 5, 10, 20 pounds. So come on, guys, too much information out there. Gotta use more intuition, smarten up, and not fall for every guru who's online just because he has a YouTube channel. So look, I finished 60 minutes, I finished 500 calories, but my brain wants to go to 5,000 steps. And there we have it. And now my brain is satisfied, so that's concluding morning cardio, 60 minutes, 500 calories, 5,000-ish steps. Now we proceed to the next phase of the morning. I'm not eating just yet. Irina's got to do her cardio, and then we're going to link up and eat. So 1 hour in, I'm pretty soaked, pretty drenched.
Yeah, turn again.
Can't wait for delicious carbs waiting for me on the stove. So I made a 5-pound hat.
That's great.
5-pound hat. 5-pound shirt. Shirt weighs 5 pounds on water. So after cardio, I'm heading to get a few things at the grocery store while Irina finishes her cardio. It's raining a bit today, but that doesn't matter. I've got 2 legs, I got 2 lungs. I'm breathing, I'm walking. And on prep, it's hard to let those little things bother you. It's more interacting with humans that gets challenging at times, especially when, as coaches, we're giving people our energy. So we save most of our energy for each other, Irina and I, and our clients. And during prep, there's not like a whole lot left over all the time. But nonetheless, we keep going because it's about discipline, not motivation. Walking around the grocery store at this point of prep can be tempting. We got like all these amazing cheeses here. We got all this pasta. It really depends on the day whether the temptation is challenging or not. But obviously, there's no question of if we are going to indulge or not. We are sticking to the plan, and that's it. There's no real temptation other than, feeling low food, low carb, and having sweet cravings once in a while. We still get diet soda, we still get gum. There's a few little tricks we have to stay sane on the diet, and when we have each other, it's a bit easier. Salmon is a really good option, especially on low carb days where you need some extra fats. So I've headed over to the bread section because we're going to include some bread in our refeed, and here is our bread. Silver Hills. It's really delicious. And of course, what every bodybuilder needs to have almost all the time, chicken breast. Can't go wrong. Lean protein. Just rinse and repeat. A couple more weeks. But I love chicken anyways. It's a pretty sad looking basket today. Usually we have more, but we just love the grocery store. We're here every day almost. So yeah, that's our sad little basket for today. But we got more at home. We're always prepared. And of course, when walking around your local grocery store, make sure you are branded with the very best. So it's just a glimpse of my woman cooking up a storm in the kitchen. It'll be for our egg white omelets. We call it pizza because it's very much pizza.
Call it pizza too.
It's pizza. It's a refeed day and we're excited. We got some rice, we got some oats, we got some bread coming up.
Banana in all forms.
Banana, all forms of banana. We'll elaborate on that later. But yeah, it's about enjoying the simple things right now because when things are scarce, when resources are scarce in the body, our bodies and our minds respond. And it's good once in a while to have this little reset. And this is partially why we prep. It feels like lesson after lesson after lesson. It is the great slicing of the banana. Irina looks forward always to a banana on her refeed.
I'm sure I look as focused as when I'm shaving you.
Yeah, when she's shaving my body, she's very focused. Some of those last steps of the bodybuilding prep. You excited for carbs?
As usual. Finally, actually.
Rice, banana. We got
I
eggs.
wasn't excited for carbs since March when I got sick.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't take any sugar in and only fruit. So now I'm glad to be hungry for carbs.
Oh, yeah. We're going to eat.
I know you're filming.
How is it?
I know you're filming, so come here. You have to eat.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Rice, eggs, coconut oil. Oh my God. Doesn't that not hit the spot? On carb day, rice, eggs, coconut oil, shreds. You're gonna get so full today, love. You are gonna get so full today. Let's do it. It's crazy. We're gonna watch this transform throughout the day. I'm just sitting here in the office between clients, waiting for my carb delivery from my wife, which will be pre-workout carbs. Should be oats, etc. We'll see what the etc. is when she gets here. Here she is with my carbs. Been waiting for my carb delivery. Can't wait. Just going into the office for carb delivery. Alright, where are these carbs? Brody building, rain. Oof, getting ready for workout. What else? What's that?
It's mash. No, but I took a nice picture at home.
Ooh. What's in it?
Enjoy.
What's in it? Tell me. What's in it?
Carbs.
I'm gonna have my bites. So good. I don't know about you, love, but this is delicious heaven. How is your carb experience today?
So far, it's my second meal. I just feel like absorbed. The midsection looks a bit tighter, and by the night I have to still keep it tight, so we know the amount of carbs needed for the carb up, not to spill over. But it's all about digestion and how I look in the next 48 hours after the refeed.
Yeah, well, bon appetit. This is your pre-workout. So now it's our turn to train. Just finished some clients. We're gonna push some of these carbs into the muscles, and we are gonna work some upper body today, featuring some bench presses. Very focused, very intentional, pushing the carbs into the right place. How'd the set feel with carbs?
Just my warm up, so I'm warming up those carbs.
Warm up the carbs. Love to see the energy. Stay tight. You can come closer. You got this. Speed. Go. All you. All you. Get down. Yeah, buddy! Wait, baby! I got a spy on her. See if every carb is going in. Wow, jeez. And then she's got the pull-ups. The pre-posing pump. Oh, damn. It's getting dry and dense. Good carb day.
All right, let's get some of those carbs into the chest, triceps, shoulders.
Two more. Yeah.
How are you? Yes, yes, right.
Whew, good thing I have a strong leg. Like, whew.
Bombastic side eye.
Okay. Okay. Just a little pump. Okay. See what we got. Still holding a lot of water, but it's carb day. It's coming. Carbs are going in. And this is how the night ends. Last bowl of oats, last carbs for the next few days. And next time you see us will be at least 3 more low carb days in. And yeah, let's check in soon. It is the morning after high carb day, which was delicious and rewarding. And as usual, at the end of the day, we're worried to finish our last bites because now no carbs for a few days. But the output for training should be higher. At least that's the goal. So we trained, we posed, we ate. It all went very well, all productive. And now we keep grinding on a different food setup for the next few days. And we see what the result is. Hope you guys are enjoying watching this. We're finally getting around to showing you the inside of what happens during a competition prep. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you guys soon.